Hi everybody, so today we'll be looking at another prompt engineering framework called the primer method. The name primer method comes from the fact that you're priming the AI before asking it to answer. It's similar to the PTCF framework that we looked at in the last video, with a bit of a different twist. We will be looking at different examples of how we can use this method to improve your prompts. So here we have a very general prompt, like write an Instagram caption for a hair growth product. Now, if we want to use the primer method, we have to think about three parts of a prompt. First is context, the second is goal, and the third is request or task. In context, as usual, we are providing the AI with as much context as possible about what we want to get, what business are we talking about, and so on. A goal is also, in my opinion, a part of the context, but it's directing the AI to move in a certain direction a bit more. So it's just giving more context about what you actually want to achieve. And the request is the most specific part of the prompt, which is a very simple way of telling the AI what exactly it needs to do. Let's look at another example. Let's say you want to find out how to price your AI consulting services. This is relevant for my case, for example. Instead of asking such a general question like this, using the primer method, you can add more context to the question. For context, I run a small AI consulting agency helping businesses implement automation solutions. My clients are typically SMBs with 10 to 50 employees who are AI curious but non-technical. Then goal, I need to structure service offerings and pricing that reflects value while being accessible to smaller budgets. I'm talking about generally what I want to achieve. And in the request, which is the specific part, suggest a tiered pricing structure with 3 different service levels. Include what each tier should contain and approximate price ranges based on market standards for AI consulting. This type of prompt will be much more clear for the AI to work with, and you can also expect the answer to fit your desired outcome. And the final example, write a blog post about remote work productivity. The primer way of doing this would be writing context, goal, and request. Context, I'm creating a content for a B2B SaaS project management tool targeting remote teams. Goal, attract our ideal customers through SEO optimized thought leadership, content that positions our tool as the solution. And the request, write an 800-word blog post. You see how specific this is, 800 words. Titled 5 Hidden Productivity Killers in Remote Teams. If you are looking for a title, you can use AI to help you find a title for a blog and then use that title in this prompt. That naturally leads to discussing AI power prioritization, blah, 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 blah. So I use this a lot for most of my prompts that require a bit of more power and thought. Think of it like this. If you yourself don't understand the prompt that you wrote very clearly, AI will also not really understand what you wrote. So the primer method is mostly used to force you write very clearly and concisely using headlines so that the output can also be much more precise. Well, I hope you learned something today with the primer method. You can try it out yourself and let me know if it works. Bye-bye.